Welcome to The Hidden Scrolls, where we focus on history, folklore, and mythology. The life and legend of Elisabeth Bathory, the Blood Countess. Introduction. Elisabeth Bathory, often referred to as the Blood Countess, is one of history's most infamous figures. A 16th century Hungarian noblewoman, she has been accused of torturing and murdering hundreds of young women, earning a reputation as one of the first documented female serial killers. However, historical interpretations differ, with some considering her a victim of political intrigue. This presentation explores her life, alleged crimes, and the myths that continue to surround her legacy. Early life and background. Elisabeth Bathory was born on August 7, 1560, into the powerful Bathory family in Nyírbátor, Hungary. The Bathorys were one of the most influential noble families in Central Europe, producing kings and princes. Elisabeth was well-educated, fluent in multiple languages, and privileged with an aristocratic upbringing. However, she was also exposed to the harsh realities of noble life, including violence, political conspiracies, and a strict social hierarchy. At the age of 11 or 12, Elisabeth was betrothed to Ferenc Nadasdy, a Hungarian noble and military leader. Their marriage in 1575 solidified an alliance between two powerful families. While her husband spent much of his time leading battles against the Ottoman Empire, Elisabeth managed their vast estates and had significant authority over their lands and servants. Allegations of murder and torture. The stories surrounding Elisabeth Bathory's crimes began to surface in the early 1600s. It was alleged that she engaged in sadistic torture and mass murder, primarily targeting young servant girls. Witnesses and later accounts described horrifying acts, including beatings and mutilation, needle torture and severe burnings, starvation and freezing, draining victims of blood. Some legends claim that she bathed in the blood of virgins to retain her youth and beauty, a detail that has contributed to her vampire-like mythos. However, contemporary evidence for this claim is scarce and may be a later embellishment. In 1610, King Matthias II ordered an investigation into Bathory's alleged crimes. Count György Thurso led the inquiry, which resulted in testimonies from over 300 witnesses. Many claimed to have seen evidence of her brutality, while others provided second-hand accounts. Her accomplices, including servants and close associates, were also arrested, with some admitting under torture to helping in the killings. Trial and imprisonment. Elisabeth Bathory was never formally tried or sentenced in court, possibly due to her noble status. However, in January 1611, her alleged accomplices were found guilty, and several were executed. As for Bathory, she was placed under house arrest in Szeged Castle, where she remained until her death on August 21, 1614. She was reportedly walled into a single room with limited access to food and water, effectively imprisoning her until her demise. Debate: guilty or framed? While the horror stories surrounding Bathory have persisted for centuries, some historians question the validity of the accusations. Several factors suggest that she may have been the target of a political conspiracy. Wealth and power. As a wealthy and independent widow, Bathory controlled significant land and resources. Her imprisonment allowed her rivals to claim her estates. Lack of physical evidence. While witness testimonies were abundant, physical proof was scarce. Many statements came from people under duress or those with something to gain from her downfall. Torture-induced confessions. Many of her alleged accomplices confessed under extreme torture, casting doubt on their reliability. Some scholars argue that Bathory's reputation as a mass murderer was exaggerated or even fabricated to justify her arrest and asset seizure. However, others maintain that even if some details were embellished, she was still responsible for numerous atrocities. Cultural legacy and myths. Elisabeth Bathory's story has inspired numerous legends, books, films, and even music. She is often linked to vampire lore, with some comparing her to Count Dracula. Popular culture has cemented her as a symbol of bloodlust, cruelty, and dark aristocratic horror. Her legacy continues to be debated by historians, criminologists, and enthusiasts. Whether she was a sadistic killer or a victim of political maneuvering, Elisabeth Bathory remains one of history's most enigmatic and controversial figures. Conclusion. Elisabeth Bathory's story is a complex blend of history, myth, and legend. While her alleged crimes are terrifying, the truth behind them remains uncertain. Whether she was a ruthless murderer or a powerful woman wrongfully condemned, her name endures as one of the most chilling figures in history. The Blood Countess will likely continue to fascinate and horrify for generations to come.